Jenny Craig, here we go.
There we go. Okay, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. You guys know what it is. It's Friday with the Fellas. I'm your host, Sonia, the legal score, and I'm joined by James J. Train Martin, New Orleans, LSU extraordinaire, and BA, the production team, and 1A Cheek, 3 Toes, and he's everywhere, and they got the movie show coming up. Giving you guys a small glimpse of this last time we'll wear the Hornets jerseys for this season because we're getting beat down. Lawson didn't even want to come on. You see, he's got his head turned. Lawson, you don't want to say hi to anybody? I know nope. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. But anyway, greetings, everyone. Welcome all. Before we get started, want to give a huge happy birthday shout out to the one and only Pink fan first. She is the lady behind all the promos. Pink, we love you. Girl, it's been a day with technical difficulties, so sorry we're just getting that out there for you, but hope that you have celebrated all day long and that you will celebrate the duration of the month. Everybody knows me, I believe in celebrating for 34 days, so happy birthday to you, and of course, heavenly birthday for my uncle, who had a birthday a few days ago. But y'all, so I guess the top news, even though I really don't want to talk about it, is this raggedy behind Charlotte's game. I mean, I'll let y'all just talk about it. Are you shocked that it's such a blowout? I mean, I don't know enough about the Magic. I'm going to be honest, with school and stuff, I don't really follow them that much, but I do follow my squad. And I was a little hopeful for a little bit more competition. And so what are you guys' thoughts on the games? I'm going to be sharing the live here while you all are talking about that.
Go ahead, Jay.
Well, it may be karma. I mean, don't get me wrong. That Desmond Bain was lights out when he played the previous game against who did they play against? They played against the 76ers, but they got beat down by Tyrese Maxey. But they're showing some major defense in this one. I was surprised. I was looking for Knuppel to bounce back and looking for him to, because he's leading the league in three pointers. I was looking for him to bounce back. I was looking for LaMelo Ball. He had a great game on a previous game. He has no points, or two. Yeah. Excuse me. He scored 2 points.
Yeah, Knuckle has 9 points right now.
No. LaMelo Ball.
Oh, LaMelo. Yeah.
What's up, he's not having a good game at all, and that's a bad sign, because you want your other players, the other guys, as Shaq says, to be able to pick up the slack. And Kobe White, nobody's showing up at all. And so, I mean, you got to give credit to Orlando having a really good defense too, because the Charlotte definitely played lights out the previous game against the Miami Heat. And so, I'm surprised by this, be honest with you.
B?
Yeah, I'm kind of a little surprised by it too. I mean, me being a Pistons fan, it really don't matter who we play on those two, because they ain't gonna last long any damn way. So, but I like Charlotte, because it would have gave a series more of a fiercer competition to me, because they got Pistons and Charlotte got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been more of an intriguing 1-8 matchup than I think Orlando is going to be. I think Orlando is just. They're hitting their spots at the right time, and they're just playing defense. I don't know where LaMelo's at, though. LaMelo's got to come to play. I don't know what's going on. They got a whole second half to go. They're down by 31. I can't say they're not going to win.
$60,000 fine. It's probably that $60,000 fine is on his mind.
Right.
Grabbing somebody's ankle.
I I'm sad. I'm sad. The hypeness is gone for me. This, wraps up all of the teams I cheer for. I do still cheer for the Hawks. I guess they're still in it. I got a couple of shirts in the closet I can pull out for them.
They'll be playing the Knicks.
Yeah. And then I have my little throwback championship shirt from the Warriors. So I'm struggling right now to find somebody to root for. If I don't have a shirt for them, I'm not getting one now. But I will say I am just almost embarrassed. I mean, Charlotte, I get that they were in the hive, when they played the Heat and they had the hypeness of the crowd. That crowd is like advantageous no matter what sport you're in. I mean, it's just like us, y'all. If we go somewhere and we're going home, we put on for home. That's just how it is. We put on for home. And so they're on the road. They're in Orlando. But I mean, even the commentators, the comments are just astounding. I mean, but it's been like that almost from the onset. As soon as there was a double-digit lead, like 10 points, they were just running their mouths like just all over the place. And so I just turned the volume down. I literally got sick of it. Not to mention the glitches with Prime and everybody else that's streaming. We talked about this last week, how they cut out from the game when the Hornets actually had that field goal winning score, and of course no one saw it unless you went on YouTube and found it, or with this, that, and the third, and just all kind of stuff. And the thing that really makes me sad is everyone knows I'm a huge Carolina supporter, not the Tar Heels. Don't get it twisted, Duke fans. It's Duke all day over here. But from the professional sports, that's who I support. And it's been 10 years since the Hornets have been in the actual playoffs every single year. And I've gone 2 years in a row that they had to play Atlanta. And I was actually at the game and had on Hornets shirts, but then somewhere thrown in was Hawks, or I had somewhere I could switcheroo, if it looked bad. And I didn't want to do that. I it was Falcons. Let's be clear, y'all. Even though
don't be that way. Don't be that way. Stick with your team, girl. Stick with your team.
Teams. No, but both teams are my teams. That's the thing. I don't have the same love-hate that I have for the Hawks that I do with the Panthers and Falcons. I honestly do like the Hawks. I've been a Hawks fan. I'm kind of indifferent as long as one of those teams wins. But it did feel good that it would have been the Hornets, because this redeems the city of Charlotte after this drought that we've had for both professional teams there. So to see LaMelo Ball not ball out, I mean, he's more like LaMelo Ballette right now. I mean, he just balls. He's just balls. Just a stack of balls. And so, I mean,
deflated at that.
I mean, yeah, and so it's hard to either fathom. Now, you guys say it's the second half. In my opinion, it's just another advantage for them to add up more points. I don't see Charlotte coming back substantially. They may come back and make it look like it's more competitive, whereas if you didn't watch the game, you would have thought it was closer than what it was. But if they come back and beat, Orlando, or even if they come close within a score or two, I'll be more than proud, because right now it looks it's just deflating, for lack of a better word. But anyway, of course, tonight, later on, of course, B's already talked about Detroit just sitting up there at number one, just waiting to see who they will be playing next. It's great when you have that little break there. But a little bit later on tonight, the Warriors are going to be playing. They're playing the Suns for the Western Conference at 10 o'clock. The Curry brothers playing Seth and Steph. I didn't even realize for a minute that Steph was even getting that much time. But of course, this is their winner stay in as well. And so this is going to decide at 10 o'clock who's going to face the number one. I'll talk about her in a second. That's my girl now. Liz and I have officially met like on the phone, and we got visits planned for the summer and everything. So B, thanks for that introduction. Beautiful Liz. And so anyway, 10 o'clock, that game's kicking off, and they're going to take on the number one Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's see. Love the graphics. All the Panther baby blue. Just saying. You know what, Danny? I think Danny and Bo are the same person, just different names, because it never fails. Danny, love you. Great to see you as always. Thanks for the love and
Danny
stuff.
the agitator.
Yeah, literally. I mean, Bo has dropped off a little bit, and he's probably just turned the rings over. Like, hey, make sure whatever you do. Anyway, make sure y'all are sharing and liking this while all the comments are coming. Hit the thumbs up, hit the hearts, all that good stuff for us. I mean, what do y'all think about the Western Conference? I mean, coming up here, do the Warriors stand a chance? I honestly have not seen them the same since the Splash Brothers, since the pond dried up out there with Jordan Poole and company.
Well, let's just put it out there. They're old. They're no longer the Splash Brothers. They're just splashing when they tinkle, probably when you're using the bathroom. That's just how old they are.
I don't need to hear that.
But we're talking about Draymond Green. Yes, she exited the building.
I'm gonna excuse myself.
Al Horford is 39. 38 is Steph Curry. Steph Curry is 38. Draymond Green is 36. And they're out there balling and playing, and they whip the crap out of I mean, I wouldn't say whip the crap, but for old guys like that, I mean, yeah. Look, Steph Curry went out of the game early. He was hurt. Nobody thought he was going to come back. Then all of a sudden he comes back and he just goes on a tear. Yeah, tinkle, tinkle, dinkle. Exactly.
Now you're starting stuff, James.
Come on, I want to stay on the screen. I want to stay on the screen, guys.
That's right, Yinzer. Keep them coming, buddy. But yeah, look, let me say, Porzingis played Porzingis played well. All these boys, man, and the Draymond and the clutch at the end of the game with those two steals, which is phenomenal. So if I'm anybody in the West, I think Golden State's going to win tonight against the Suns. I don't know. Maybe they have a shot. I mean, you just can't count Steph Curry. I'm not expecting anybody to beat OKC. But, man, I think it could be a matchup where they get 2 or 3 games out of this one and push it to 6 or 7 games. Because the way they're playing right now, they are motivated, and Steph's coming out with a bum knee and everything. So just watch out. Let's see what Golden State does tonight, and then let's see the matchup against. I mean, obviously, if they win and they go on ahead, they'll get the 10th seed because they have the worst record in the NBA right now. As a matter of fact, they have more losses than wins. Yeah. So they will get the 10th seed, and they will go play against OKC. Yeah, again, just watch out. I'd be scared of them. I wouldn't want to face them if I'm at any team in the NBA right now.
I go dig out my Warriors shirt then if they make it. I go ahead and see if I can't find it. It's from 2019, so I don't know where it's at offhand. And I definitely don't think I can still wear it. So not after the law school weight gain. It's a wrap.
It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna take it down. And most importantly, you're gonna graduate from law school, man. That's what I'm already calling it.
Praying. Right. Thank you.
I already got your phone number on speed dial just in case I need a lawyer.
It's already pre-saved. Just right. Press 1. Yeah. What do you think about this? The Western Conference, B? I mean, is James right? Is there some redemption for the Warriors?
I mean, if Steph Curry comes out there and plays like he did yesterday in the second half after going out, oh, dude. I'm not saying they're not going to go too far. They're going to go far enough, but I don't know whoever they play. Who would they play? Would they play the first the number one?
They would play OKC. OKC, yeah.
Oh, they play KC. Sure. Yeah, I just can't see them winning a 7-game series against them because they're just tough. That's
why I said I just thought they would make it competitive.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised if they upset. I mean, actually, that's not true. I would be surprised, but they could. I mean, they could have a puncher's chance. I just think that, these guys are old. They're playing against other play-in teams right now, so we'll see.
I definitely hope they can. I mean, it's, as they say, it's hard out here for a pimp. I need them to at least have a. Every time I think about the Warriors now,
kills me. She kills me. Now she's gonna come out here with, the pimp thing, but she's gonna go off air after we see something about Tinkle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's different, Pimpalicious, Tinkle. I don't know. I feel like if they win, that gives them some type of redemption and gives me a way to, kind of look because y'all know how I am. Except for the show, once my teams get eliminated, I don't even pay attention anymore. I'm just like, you know what? Let me just look up the information before the show comes on so I can have something to talk about. That's why I don't know nothing about the Magic. But I hope that the Warriors at least have some type of little box cutter or something as a weapon going into this game. And so before you know it, who do you look forward to playing? I mean, we already said Orlando is probably going to be wrapped up like a sticker. I really think Boston is going to still head you guys' way.
Well, Boston is the second seed, so it's really we're not going to see each other until late, probably in the Eastern Conference Finals if it happens. I wanted Charlotte to win this game. It would be a heck of a. I don't think they would beat the Pistons in a 7-game game series, but at the same time, it would be very entertaining because these teams don't like each other for some reason. I don't know where that came from, but it happened this season, so I don't know what's going on with that whole situation. But
they don't like Charlotte.
But no, Charlotte and them don't get a long period. They've had a couple of scrums. In fact, it was the one where it was the scrum.
Newsflash. KD just injured his knee, questionable for the series.
What?
So for Houston, that's
against the Lakers.
Oh,
but I mean, LeBron is already without Luka, without Austin Reeves. So
they about to go ahead. They may as well forfeit the game. I mean, why even show up? Gas is high. Just thank you, everyone.
What's going on, man? Is with my my coworker. Sorry about that. My apologies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, James, for sharing that with him.
For sure. Absolutely.
This
His
is what
knee,
happened.
yes, sir.
I know y'all don't believe me, and y'all think I'm biased because I'm talking about a Carolina team, but this happens every time. I just told you guys in the chat, people love to hate the underdog once we make what we do. We start looking competitive and everybody want to start hating the Panthers for no reason. Now they want to start hating the Hornets and we look like we're on our way out. So that's probably going to change tomorrow. Well, in the next few minutes, but I don't know. It's 45-74 right now. You guys will keep seeing me look up because I have it on mute in the backdrop, but still, hoping that, LaMelo comes out somewhere. I don't know where he's not going to ball, but
what quarter is it, sis?
Just third.
Starting the third.
9 minutes left in the third.
Yeah.
And
anything possible.
The Raptors did make it, Robbie. They're playing Cleveland in the first round. Of the playoffs. So.
All right. Well, now you heard the breaking news that KD has gone down with this injury. Let me just plug in because everyone has been talking for the last couple of seasons about LeBron. Now that he's literally the only person carrying this team on his back and they're in this position, they got to win to stay in. I don't know. Does he come back? Is this it?
Yeah, he's going to come back. He's going to come back. He's not going to make an exit without, it's got to be like a grand exit. So you're not going to see LeBron James leaving like this, especially with the possibility of being eliminated in the first round. So
he's not. And if he comes back next year, it's not going to be with the Lakers. It's going to be with the team that's competing. Yeah, it's not going to be with the Lakers because they got their guy right now. They got their guy that's going to carry them forward throughout their future. So I mean,
Cleveland. He may go back home.
He might go to Cleveland.
Yeah, he may go back home.
That would be great for him. I think
he may go back home. Well. Of course, the first round after tonight officially begins on tomorrow with Atlanta traveling to Madison Square Garden to take on the Knicks at 6:00. We'll have all the 4-1 Wheezy on that, 3 throughout on this great network, the McGrath Podcast Network. They'll be talking about it Sunday morning for sure. I'm going to be talking about it on the Legal Score. I got to make sure I show up at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. That's my new show, guys. Y'all know me. I keep it real. So it's funny. That's a new show I started. And I guess I am 0 for 2 right now because I've only shown up once out of the last 3 weeks.
Tell us how you really feel, Rob.
I'm 0 for 3. Actually, no, I'm 1 and 2. My record for the Legal Score is speaking of a score, because I've showed up once. Actually, no, twice. So I'm 2 for 4. And I get a text from B at 6 o'clock, not even like time enough to go on there. It's like 2 hours past the time. And he's like, did you forget something? I'm thinking, wow, whose birthday is it? That's the first thing popped in my head. Like, I know it's not his birthday. So who on the network? Because I'm normally good about, happy birthday. And I mean, I'm just sitting here studying and everything and had not thought anything about it. Even with the reminder, stupid stinking Alexa reminded me an hour after B texted me. I go to the screen. It clearly says remind me at 3 p.m. And for some reason, she does her own thing. And then I send B a whole screenshot of the back and forth I've been having with her. So
that was so hilarious too, by the way. I was dying laughing when I was reading that. I was like, they are actually going at it, her and Alexa.
And this is how we're supposed to be making our money with AI, artificial unintelligence.
Don't depend on it. Don't depend on it. So I set out to say I'll be talking about it, even though that game is tomorrow at 6. My show will actually have already gone off. So the first time they'll mention it will be the Sunday morning big sports show at 8 a.m. About to say p.m. But anyway, all right, moving along. The big news next week is NFL draft countdown in Pittsburgh. Of course, this is the countdown right now here. Next few days, next Thursday to be exact. Teams are finalizing their boards. To start out with the Panthers, former quarterback Jake Delhomme has been tapped to announce the Panthers' second round pick, which is 51 overall on Friday, April 24th. What's up, Jake? And there has been some offseason kickoffs with the Panthers with voluntary workouts for some of them set to begin this Monday, April 20th. So they are not waiting. Like I said last season, we coming. No, we're here. Okay. So if y'all think we gave y'all the razzle dazzle last season, wait till this season comes up. It was actually also confirmed. You guys know about the Hall of Fame game that's be coming up in Canton in August, where the Panthers will be playing the Cardinals. But there's some switcheroos, guys, with some, there's always a surprise at the draft. Let me just roll it back to that. Always surprised at the draft, because y'all know teams can say, we're switching, we're trading up. So even though the number 1 spot is for the Raiders right now, the Atlanta Falcons have made a switcheroo with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me make sure I get this guy's name pronounced correctly. Just today, they traded
tell you if you want me to say it.
Look, his name is
I can say it if you want me
to Orthahoro to the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for DT Mason Smith. I'm sorry, Orhoro.
It's Ororo.
What?
Yes.
What is Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. Yes. But yes,
my man, you want him to send you a reminder, Sonia.
He's a second round draft pick out of Clemson.
He's talking about some old crap.
He's a second round draft pick. Ororo. It's 3 rows. Row.
Roll your boat gently down the stream.
That's why he's gone. They can't even.
He was actually a good player for them.
I don't know.
He was a good player. So Mason, so he came out of Clemson. He was drafted in the second round. Mason Smith was drafted out of LSU. They're both defensive tackles. Mason Smith was drafted out of LSU, and he was highly touted as a 5-star high school recruit, but he didn't live up to the hype. But he did some decent things in Jacksonville. But they're switching both players. There's no exchange of any draft capital. It's just the 2 players, and I guess they're just making moves to just see it. Just start stuff.
Your what?
I think he's named Butcher.
I don't know what that meant.
Don't give her a box cutter. She just will be a
Well,
butcher or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
It's not looking good over there, Sonya.
Oh, are we all gone down? Yeah, guys. Can y'all see me?
Yes. Yeah. No, you're here. You're here.
You're good. You're good.
No, I mean, I'm talking about. Sorry, go ahead.
Danny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he said he's driving and texting. That's great to admit that on camera, Danny. Make sure you get home and in your driveway before you start admitting that.
He's probably omitted the fact that he's voice texting. That's what he's doing. Kind of like some people do on this panel.
What he said.
Somebody called me babe today.
Listen,
I'm not telling you who. It wasn't James.
The score.
You got that right, buddy.
The score 50-79. It was 20-some points. They were coming back. Now they're back again. But LaMelo Ball just went to the free throw line. I don't know.
Oh, he's not going to get points?
This is 7 minutes.
He
got them. But listen, it's 79-50. That's the longest 2 minutes I can think of. It's now 7-some minutes left in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, okay, yeah. So James, you were telling us that this guy was for the win.
So
let me tell you something. Atlanta moving all these players around. I don't know who they are.
No, he's out.
So Roro. Aurora is a defensive tackle that was drafted in the second round by them, and he had 3.5 sacks last season. So he wasn't a bad player. It's just that the run defense for Jacksonville was much better. They were number 1 in rush defense, and Atlanta was number 24. So Atlanta's trying to build up their rush defense because they know things are happening. They see Travis Etienne and David Edwards were taken by the Saints. So they know they about to face some hard times. Like Run DMC, baby.
Skid Roro.
That's funny y'all say that. My nephew actually calls me Roro. So when you said that, I was like, the what? The what? What in the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo is going on here? All right. Well, I'll take your word for it, James. You seem to know all these folks. I don't know any of them. Looks like they just moving around a bunch of players that are not making that big of a stink as far as I'm concerned. But
I agree with you there. It's not a big stink at all.
Absolutely. All right. So another big thing, since we're talking about the NFL right now, big deal. Will Anderson Jr., defensive end, just reset the entire NFL market. I mean, he literally signed a massive 3-year, $150 million contract extension with the Texans. That is nothing, basically. Like, they can't do nothing. They have to pay him this money. B, tell us a little bit about that. And James, I want you to chime in, because what does this mean for everyone who just is like, well, if they got this, they got this. And this, to me, this all stems from this whole Kirk Cousins thing, where this guaranteed money comes into play. If I'm wrong, feel free to tell me, but that's my first thought when I saw this.
Well, yeah, 134 million out of 150 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Over 3 years too. Got to think about that. Now he's the highest player at any position except for quarterback, and he's also the highest position player, the highest paid position player at that end spot. He deserves it though. That dude is a monster. And a lot of people will say, well, because he's got what's his face on the other side of him, he can do. No, the dude was a monster before he even got there from Minnesota, and I'm sorry, that was one of the best picks I think Houston made in that draft year. Did a heck of a job with their draft pick, and he's been nothing but relentless. That defense was number 1 most of the year last year. I mean, and a lot of it was driven by him too. So, and he's well deserved of that. It's like we all say, it's whatever they feel that you're deserved to get paid, that's what you're going to get paid. And he was, and I just feel that he was really deserved for that. So, I don't know how James feels about it, but I think it was great. It was great for him.
Will Anderson, look, he's from the alum. He's an alumni from the Alabama Roll Damn Tide. Now it's more like bankroll damn tide. That boy just got that boy just got paid.
Bankroll,
he just got paid. I mean, $50 million a year for that young person, man. Wow, it's just astounding what they could pay you now. And he with the bonus of that, no trade clause. There's no trade clause in it. Yeah. There's 3 years and he can't get traded. So you got to pay me, baby. Show me the money. Go back old school, Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. And they sure did. They showing him a lot of money in Houston, boy. That oil money. That's that Texas black tea. That's that Texas tea money.
Texas
boy,
money.
Yep. Ooh, boy, they paying him a lot of money, and it's deserved though. Like you said, B, I agree with you. He is just dominant on that end. He's got another bookend and Daniil Hunter on the other end. He's older, but he's still getting paid too as well. I mean, they're probably the most expensive set of bookends that you ever have, man. You look on my shelf with bookends, it ain't that, not even nowhere near close to that.
I got Timu bookends.
I mean,
yeah, I got the Timu bookends. But with that being said, those boys are bad.
Yeah, he got the infamous from the film.
I'm sure they wouldn't.
The quote from Henry Hill, like that Jay-Z used it in his, "F you pay me," from the Liotta's character Henry Hill, basically in the 1990 classic Goodfellas. Yes. Basically, "If you pay me," that's what they basically saying. That's what Liotta said. Rest in peace to him. In real life, the real part where he said that, he's basically saying no matter what happens, the business burned down, you get struck by lightning, or you're having a bad month. The answer is always you pay me. So that's exactly what is going on. That's a boss mentality to have, and that's exactly what those infamous words mean. We're going to pay some bills real quick, and myself, J Train, and BA will be right back. We are back. What's up with the second half of Friday with the Fellas? Of course, I'm no fella. I'm Sonya. And but these are the fellas, Brian and James. James, I went ahead and changed your caption. I have a little part of me that just never wants to see certain things in lowercase. It could be person's names, or when people say God and they put it in the lowercase, even though people are texting real fast, it just literally eats away at me until I literally had to go in and fix it. So it's probably going to default back to wherever you got it before, but just know that you always deserve capitalization, brother. No lowercase.
Well, I always put it. I put it as James J Train Martin, but I don't know what happened. How I got the lowercase. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. This, it'll be doing a lot. I'm kind of like now I'm going to resort over to Montel Jordan, and this is how we do it. I used to be a lowercase G, but now I'm a big G. Dollar big, y'all. And shout out to Montel, by the way. Shout out to him because he does follow me on IG, and I know he sees the show sometimes. So shout out to him. So glad that you're doing much better health-wise, Montel. Of course, he shared his cancer journey, and he is 2 times in 2 years cancer journey. So he's been doing a lot better, and he's got some some appearances coming up. So shout out to him, and shout out to Q Parker of 112. He also follows me personally, trying to get Q on the podcast here coming up soon.
Do you, Danny?
Shout out to Dr. Scott from Married to Medicine. Got a few celebs that tune in. So thank you all for supporting me personally and for basically agreeing to come to the show. Now, this next person is this kicks along with our NFL news, guys. This was someone I reached out to. They, basically gave me their personal information to send over, and I hope he's not watching tonight, but whatever I'm talking about is just talking about, but this is what happened. So he probably won't come on now. It's none other than former Super Bowl champion Alshon Jeffries, arrested on Wednesday, on tax day, y'all, of all things, in California, for none other than a financial crime. Now, let me just be clear. Hold on. No one on this platform is an attorney. No one is giving legal advice. Let me put that out there. This is just what any of you all can Google, and none of us are saying there is guilt or innocence behind what we're sharing. I had to say that because, anywho, he was arrested and charged with felony insurance fraud, according to reports that came out initially from TMZ and other outlets today. He was taken into custody for concealment, failure to disclose insurance benefit or payment. Under California law, this is a serious felony that can carry a sentence of up to 5 years in state prison and hefty fines if guilt is asserted. Of course, he's already been released from jail. He's on bond right now. His representative, Denise White, released a statement to the New York Post today saying they're characterizing this whole thing as a massive misunderstanding. Basically, his team claims the situation stems from a minor freeway fender bender where Alshon provided his information at the scene. Basically, they categorically deny any allegations, calling them unfounded, and express confidence that the facts will clear his name once they go through the legal process. He's 36 years old. You guys, everyone knows him. Eagle fans definitely know him. A household name for Eagles for a while. A hero in Super Bowl L2. What is that? 52. And for the Bears, seeing a former Pro Bowler, of course, hit with a felony like this is big, and especially for fraud, it's definitely in the spotlight right now. And he has not played, of course, since 2020. But I will say this: it's going to be interesting to see how the discovery comes out in this. So, under the Fourth Amendment, it's got to get his due process and things like that. But this evidence to go from a fender bender where you're providing insurance information to a felony, the only thing I can assert just from my understanding of what this looks like is possible because of who he is. He didn't really give them his actual, notwithstanding his name, but let's just say he gave other information relating to his identity that would not divulge, his personal house, his personal information. He's a celebrity. I could well see that happening. But if he did not disclose the benefit or the payment, my second question is, was he at fault for this accident? And if he was, did he assert a claim the opposite way, receive a payment, and then did not disclose that he received a payment and basically double dipped? There's a lot that has to be looked at, but of course they're categorically denying. I'm really shocked, guys, at this one coming out, James. I mean, he clearly is not hurting for money, I'm sure, right? Only 5 years out of the league, and then the person and player he is, and he has a lot of things still going on. He just had a camp a few weeks ago. He's very highly involved in the community, so it's not like he's not still flourishing.
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know, the financial habits or status of Alshon Jeffrey. I mean, it's like you said, it's possibly like he's doing all this stuff, like with the camp and everything else. He's got his card. Maybe he's trying to hide the particular information in regards to his personal stuff, but you just never know what the situation is. I think there's an opportunity for him to get his name clear. I'm not sure if he will or not, but there's another guy. I think you already mentioned it in our feed that this guy has problems. If you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna get B because I can see B looking. I'm gonna get his perspective on this, and then because they're saying that Alshon stayed at the scene and everything, and then I'm gonna get to your part with is regarding the next person. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
So he had no insurance coverage when the accident happened on September 21st, but when he filed a false claim saying the accident happened on September 28th, after he obtained new insurance policy in the 24th, that's why, and that's that's a serious offense. You can't do that to the insurance companies because they don't like that. They don't like that at all. And they'll go right after you for that. And he doesn't. It's not even a whole bunch of things. It's just one little thing that he did that was dishonest to the insurance company, and they came after him. And believe me, I'm sure they know who he is too. So
I'm just gonna tell you, and that happens more often than not. I have heard of it. I literally had a similar situation where and this is far removed, so but I did not have coverage because I was just like, I'm not driving a car, XYZ. Something happened to the car and subsequently happened again. And then in that instance, I had to get everything fixed, but they were getting ready to repair the other damage from the previous incident. And I was like, nope. That is not part of the claim. They were like, oh, you could. I said, no, I can't. No, I can't. Because for one, I'm gonna know. I'm personally going to know in my heart of hearts that $800 repair that I try to get y'all to loop in with this is dishonest. And I just don't live like that. I feel like, some people don't believe in the afterlife. I do believe in it. And I would hate for that to be the one thing that would keep me out of the kingdom. The second thing is, even if you don't believe that, karma always comes back triple fold and never the way you expected. So that little $800 that I could have been like, yeah, go ahead and repair. And I'm talking about, y'all, they literally were disassembling that part of the car to get ready. And they just, I happened to call them to check on the status. And they were like, oh yeah, we would have had it ready, but we're fixing your bumper. I said, the front or the back? They're like, the back. I said, no. The claim is for the front. And they're like, well, it's just a little scratch on the back. I said, no. I did not have coverage there. And I do not want you all to fix that. I have to pay that out of pocket. And the person was literally like, because y'all know how it is when these mom and pop places, even though this is a place that was referred by my insurance company, she was like, well, that girl, they're not going to know. I said, I know. And for all I could think, I go out there and total my whole car right after I let y'all fix that for karma. We're not doing that. So I know that kind of thing happens. And I'm just sitting here. It baffles me, y'all, because we've seen it with Bobby Brown. We've seen it with a lot of celebrities that don't have freaking insurance, and y'all are millionaires. And us out here, the average Joe, trying to pay $400 and $500 for coverage out of our regular pockets is insane. But you're a millionaire and you don't even have full coverage on your car. It's crazy to me.
That's low, Steve.
Steve doesn't have insurance. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's probably the next person you're going to be talking about. Anyway, yeah, I mean, and that's just, I mean, those little things, man. And then he's a NFL. I'm sure somebody in that insurance policy that in that office knows who he is, and like, oh yeah, we nailing him immediately because he can pay that.
Yep.
So he is a target,
but
because
now,
if you're known, yeah.
But now he's facing
Steve,
incarceration, and insurance fraud is no joke. Mm-hmm. No joke. There's been several high-powered people that get their money in devious ways, and usually insurance fraud is one of them. The Georgia commissioner was taken down for insurance fraud, and he's an insurance commissioner years back. People that I have known have gotten in trouble for healthcare scams, all kind of stuff. And I get it that people are not making the money they want to make, and the cost of living is higher than ever, but it does not assuage you from trading off 3 hots and a cot. No, thank you. And just no, not even a thank you. But anyway, speaking of our criminal section, I'm so glad you guys are. This guy, I could not at first understand why his picture came out looking like Michael Penix Jr. But then I realized that he is been doing this. He is a pro at doing this. Former Alabama player Luther Davis basically dressed up in wigs, posing as NFL players to secure fraudulent loans, y'all. Loans. So he's defrauding the bank, and he is now facing 20 years in prison. He has racked up over $20 million in debt by finessing investors who legit thought that he was these specific players. And Michael Penix Jr. is one of the ones that he alleged to have perpetrated that he was this was him. I don't know, guys. This is crazy. And I know some people want to say, it's AI. No, this dude really did that. And 20 million is not going to be something, it's innocent until proven guilty. But unless you got that 20 mil to return to these investors right away, immediately, as the late great Bernie Mac said in Players Club, I mean, we on the road today. I'm just doing all my little slogans. If he can't pay them back immediately, and even if he can, you've already done this. And at some point, the victims no longer are pressing the charges. The state or the feds are. Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. Bright future. And now you got a bright light hanging over your head, probably in county jail right now, waiting for trial.
Oh, this goofball ain't nothing new at this. I mean, my question to him is, we're talking about wigs. We're talking about makeup. What in the man witty hunting is going on here? This dude's got a wig on to perpetrate, looking like David Njoku. Do you know David Njoku's got the black and blonde dreads? So he's going into play.
Yes.
But what my biggest question is, he's going in there with wigs and fake IDs. Who's believing that? This dude, I've seen a dude,
yes.
I've seen him, he's a big, like, you didn't notice this? He's finessing people out of 4 million here, 5 million there, 2 million here. Like you said, racked up to nearly $20 million.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow. Nobody has done, he's pretty smart, obviously, but not smart enough to not get busted. But I think he impersonated Xavier McKinney, David Njoku, and Michael Penix Jr. And now the whole wig on Michael Penix Jr. thing was hilarious. But he catching strays. Michael catching strays everywhere. But this is just stupid. And he's facing up to 20 years in prison. So he might get this because, again, this goes all the way back to 2009. He played for Saban. He won a championship in 2009, but it happened in 2013 when he had some sort of fraudulent thing going on as well with DJ Fluker. Yeah, so this is nothing new for him. He's in trouble.
Big trouble.
The fact that they waited 13 years to let me tell you, this must be federal because each of these players are at different teams in different cities, and the interstate part of it makes it federal. So I just, and the feds, the longer they wait, man, the longer they wait. Oh my gosh.
It's probably
no.
It took a while to investigate.
It's isolated. The 3 players that I just mentioned initially, not Fluker, but Njoku, McKinney, and Penix, that's from 23 to 24, 2023 to 2024. That's a whole separate incident. he did some crap way back at Alabama with a whole nother few players. So this is his nature. This is him. That's just who he is.
Yeah, they said he had an NCAA benefits probe back in 2013 where he was acting as a middleman between agents and college players, including DJ Fluker. And that was basically a violation of NCAA amateurism rules rather than the criminal prosecution at that time. But y'all, he's also propaganded as Xavier McKinney for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, I don't understand if these people like what kind of wigs is this dude? And it said wigs, makeup, and do-rags to impersonate himself during video calls. I'm trying to figure out who are these investors that they don't recognize recognize the fakeness.
Just handing over money.
That's where the name comes in. And he's just got to look a little bit like that. And unfortunately, I hate to be the one to say this because
we all look alike.
Right, because you got to remember who these people are that basically they're talking to. Either they're talking to white folks that are running an establishment, so they see, the name Ashton Gently or not, Penix or
McKinney,
or McKinney, and they're thinking, oh, we got a football superstar in here. Yeah, write that off. Write it off, big dummies. And I bet you $10 million. I bet you $10 million of that $20 million that those guys that did that are gone from that bank. Because once they did that investigation, they found out who gave them loans. They said, did you actually check this guy out, or did you just give him the money just because of his name and that he kind of looked like the dude on the ID? Like,
well,
the ID was a woman's ID. It was a woman's ID. It wasn't even David Njoku's ID.
I guarantee all of them are fired.
Oh, I agree with you. That doesn't make any sense. I need to give me a wig with dreads going back.
I know that's right.
Well, I will say this, guys. I may try to be nosy because I just found out his plea hearing is for April 27th here in Atlanta. And I drive past the Richard B. Russell Federal Building every day going to school. And I don't have school on that day. So
go in there.
He is already reporting live from the Russell B. Wilson, Richard B. Russell Federal Building here in Atlanta. I'm Sonia Rochelle with the Legal Score. Today, I actually used to be a broadcaster major before I switched over. But anyway, he apparently he's not going to even try to beat this, y'all. He is going to be entering a plea of guilty and basically leaning it to the judge to decide his punishment. Now, this punishment carries the maximum of 20 years. By pleading guilty, he's probably looking for a reduction in the offense level, which is what federal courts look at. There's levels of the crime that they look at under the sentencing guidelines. And so this is going to be basically, they're going to consider his acceptance of responsibility. That's on his first count for conspiracy to commit wire frauds, because this is not just one count. His second count is aggravated identity theft. And everybody knows aggravated is when something is beyond just one incident. This one is the bigger actual charge of both counts because it carries a mandatory minimum of 2 years. So for a minimum, he's going to do 2 years. But it must run consecutively on top of whatever. Oh, be quiet, Danny. I see the score in the background. Don't put no more Danny's comments up. And the game is still going on. I don't need to see that. I have the game right here. Thank you, Danny. But the mandatory minimum is 2 years consecutive, which means it's after he finishes the first part of whatever count one is. Because concurrent, they let them run at the same time. Consecutive means you got to get all the years out the way from count one, whatever they decide to give him out of that 20 years, which I'm thinking probably 10 to 15 is what they're going to give him. They may come off and say 7. Love you too, Danny. broken heart actually. And but they're gonna base that on whether or not, and this is just my surmising, they're gonna base it on whether or not he got these people's money right away. Because that's what it is. He's gonna have restitution of $19,845,000 across 13 fraudulent loans. And basically, if he doesn't cough that money up, that's where they're gonna get him. I guess he came up with $15,000 somewhere to give these people so that it wasn't a cool 20 million. I guess he still had that amount. But this is theatrical because prosecutors say they even have records of videos of him doing loan closings with these videos and him wearing wigs and makeup to pose as David Njoku. He had on a do-rag style head covering to impersonate Michael Penix Jr. It's a shame everybody know him by that stank do-rag. I've talked about that before. And then feds have traced the money from lenders like Alaya Sports directly into his accounts controlled by him and some other dude named Evans. Now, Davis is proceeding via criminal information rather than a grand jury indictment, which is the standard procedure when a defendant has already reached a deal with the government to admit guilt. Basically, this case is wrapped up, y'all. Even though the actual sentencing is going to be April 27th, you know, we'll actually find out how many years he'll serve. He's going to enter the plea. He'll probably come back later on. They'll tell him how much after the April 27th. I don't think they're going to actually take him into custody on that part. But I
got two questions.
I don't know. To go from something college to now is crazy, James.
So 2 questions. When you go to the courtroom, Sonya, and visit, let me know if Exhibit A, the wig, shows up, the Njoku wig. And 2, will he, if he's found guilty, will he be able to take that wig with him to prison? Because you got to look good when you go in there, you know. So
2 things. Even though I may be able to get out there on the steps of the courthouse, some of these hearings may be closed. I'm going to have to find out if that hearing is open or not. If it's a closed hearing, no one from the public will be in there. Matter of fact, I guess I should look right now. Is it open to the public? And maybe I could just show my little law school badge. And that, you know, sometimes hey, I just want to witness a trial. Oh, come on in. You go right now. Okay, come on. Oh, well, guess what? It is open to the public because this is a federal criminal case in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. Standard federal transparency rules are applying. And this is under the First Amendment and common law change of plea hearings and public proceedings. So they literally just gave me a whole information on if I want to go. This is what I need to do. This is where I need to park. And I do need a valid government ID. And they told me my law school ID probably would be the clincher.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, no, yeah.
Go.
I'm going to be studying for these finals.
Hey, yes. You can study for no finals, but experience is your best weapon too. Just remember
that's
that.
Right.
You sit in the court and listen to what they're doing.
Best teacher. I remember that song.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
but
so
anyway,
no.
I mean, no, I wanted to. I was trying to. What is that?
Oh, that song Experiences. I can't remember. Is it Regina?
Yeah.
That's.
Now I gotta go look for it. I gotta go look because I don't even.
I'm looking now. I remember it as a kid. I was just like, experience is the best teacher. All right, this is gonna be by, is it Regina Bell? Oh, it's gonna be no, the lyrics. SSO. The SSO orchestra for the 1970s. But I feel like this song was out again. Who sings this? I can't. And then we're gonna go, y'all. I remember it like always coming on the radio. Gosh, it's not Regina Bell, it's not okay, Mickey Howard.
Okay.
The 1989
that
song,
right. Yep.
Love Under New Management.
New Management. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know that.
Howard. Yes.
Experience is a
And
good
that's
teacher.
exactly where it is.
Mhm.
Yes. Experience is the best teacher. This was released in 1989. Talks about toxic bad relationship to a new one. But yeah, I knew it because I was like, no, I know that song. Soul for Delivery.
Yeah.
Love Mickey Howard. But yeah,
Yeah.
so all right,
Yeah.
we closed out on a positive note. Lots of slogans mentioned throughout tonight's show. James and B got to get up early in the morning so they can hop on with Jack Hirsch for the sports debate show in the morning at 8 a.m. I'm going to make a debut at 4 p.m., but we got shows sprinkled throughout. Make sure you guys check the replays on any shows you've missed, especially like the B-Dub movie review. Great show, entertaining and fun. And join us on Sunday morning for the Sunday Morning Big Sports Show. And I'll keep y'all updated if I make like the Easter Bunny and hop over there to that hearing from
Do
Mr.
it.
Davis. But with
Be like Nike and just do it.
Just do it. All right. With that, no endorsements paid by Nike. We wish you guys a great night. And again, Pink Fanfare, have a great birthday. Everybody, good night.
Happy birthday, Pink.